Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I cannot not do a reading on the portal of the 12th of the 12th. It's the last big portal of the year. There's a lot of energies in the air this week. I don't know if you feel it, and I do. I know that I do. And we had a big super moon also a little earlier, and it's a lot. I just want to see if the universe has something to tell us specifically regarding this portal. Maybe something that we need to do or to pay attention more or to. It can be so many things, right? So, this portal is a closure portal that holds the energy of transformation and transmutation. And it's when we talk about transformation and transmutation, we are automatically thinking about not necessarily easy stuff. So let's jump in. All right, I love when the cards do that. The cards really want to talk today. Holy Jesus. So the first thing I receive with the cards, if we look at this card, it's actually a portal. This card means like a portal, an achievement, having reached a goal in the loving area, mainly. But what I receive is the concept of unconditional love. So we are invited to connect even deeper or reconnect to the frequency of unconditional love, because 2026 is going to be a year where this frequency will change the world, will change everything, all the outcome that you want, all the challenges that you don't want to face anymore, all the directions that you want to take, everything that you really desire will involve and engage the frequency of unconditional love, meaning that everything has to come from the heart and the purity of the heart, the purity of the intention. There's no place for the ego anymore. There's no place for the ego. That's what I feel. So this portal is inviting you to meditate on that. Is there any place in my life where I'm still led by my ego and I follow my head instead of my heart? This portal invites you to open your heart portal even more in order to understand what's good for you, really. What doesn't serve you doesn't make you connect to your heart. If you connect more to your heart, automatically what's not good for you will take off. That's what we are being asked to understand and do more. This portal invites you. This is the card of someone that is thinking about stuff from a safe position. He's not engaged in any choices yet. He's just meditating. He's just meditating on the question, whatever the question is, whatever the question that he has. So you're being asked to not necessarily make any choices, but to meditate on what you really want from a safe and distant perspective. This is going to be a portal for that, because not only it's a closing, but we have to understand that every closing brings a beginning of something else. So it's kind of quite like a being on a horse. My Jesus, here's this card. So like the guides were telling me, look at this card. This is very important. So in order to be victorious in our deep desire, so you need to be more in a reflective mode right now until the end of year in order to clear up what doesn't serve you anymore. And I need to say it like everything that overwhelm your thoughts, everything that overwhelm your head and your mind, I am under the strong intuition that this is the best clue for you to understand that this is not for you. It's not serving you. Whatever is stressing you out too much, whoever this person is, this situation is, this, maybe you should think about making different choices to avoid that, okay? You're being asked to take off your blindfold. So whatever you don't want to see of your reality, or whatever you don't want to face of yourself, your choices or others, so you're being strongly asked to take off those blindfold, because what's going to happen is that anyhow, with the power of this portal, is just going to bounce back in your face. It's just going to happen, and it will be difficult. It will be difficult because you will not be prepared. So better doing it yourself, you know. Whatever you didn't want to admit to yourself, whatever you pushed away because you didn't want to face it, whatever you know that you know, but you don't want to admit to yourself that you know, now it's the time to do so. And it's about time. Because 2026, by the way, guys, is an year 1. So 2 + 2 + 6 is 10. If you take out the 0, which we always do in the numerology world, now you have an year 1. So it's the very, not only beginning of a year, so to speak, but it's also a beginning of, it's also numerologically speaking, an year of a beginning. It is a very, very powerful year, 2026, for new beginnings. But you have to make sure with this portal that your endings are indeed processed, brought to the surface, cleared up, acknowledged, worked on, transmute, etc., etc., etc. This portal is inviting you to work on your fears, because whatever you fear is preventing you to connect to your heart chakra. And it's the main word today is heart chakra. Fears will lead you to a place where there's nothing good for you. This needs to stop. You need to stop focusing or letting yourself being led by lack and fears. And you need to trust more. I'll say like this, like you need to trust. You need, and this lady is here to say it too, because she's the Queen of Wands, so she's the lady of intuition. She holds the most powerful intuitive vibration of pretty much all the tarot cards of the deck with the black cat, right? So you will need to connect more to your intuition. It will help you to connect better to your heart, actually. And then this major arcana is actually saying everything. So you will need to rebalance your dark side with your black side, and you'll need literally to bring to the surface everything that was hidden. She's holding the Torah. So what is the Torah? The Torah is a book of secrets that only the initiates have access to these knowledge, because those are hidden knowledge. So you're being asked to acknowledge all the secrets that you didn't want to bring to the surface, or clearing up all these non-said stuff in order to bring your being into a better balance between your polarities, or I don't want to say your dark side and your light side, but we all have both sides inside of ourselves. That's something that we need to accept and work on. And so that's what this card is saying. So there's a lot for this portal. I'm going to stop here for today. And I wish you an amazing day. And I thank you for your time. And I thank you for your energy, for your listening. And I wish you a good portal of transmutation and an amazing year of new beginnings. I love you.